What? Who is that?
The killer of our run. Parasol Zombie.
Lost City, a world that in a normal playthrough isn't really that hard despite how the difficulty says it is. And in most challenge runs, it's the same thing. It isn't really that hard depending on how is it that you decide to play the game in the context of your challenge. But for me, Lost City is how do I put this in a nice way? Terrible. Yeah, just terrible. Yeah. If you don't know what I mean, then by the end of this video, you'll find out why this was probably the hardest world for me out of all of them. So yeah, let's begin.
It's tough to be a god, but if
Day 1 is a pretty simple level like always, and it introduces the main gimmick for this world, which is finally one that actually does help us, that being gold tiles, which what they do is that when a plant is over them, it will produce sun. Like once you plant it, it will produce sun immediately, and then it takes the same amount of time as a sunflower takes to produce sun, That sounds way too obvious, I don't know why I said that. But, yeah, anyway, yeah, like I said, this gimmick is going to help us quite a lot, so, yeah. Day 2 introduces Lost Pilot Zombies, who aren't really that much of a bad special, I guess. If they come in huge crowds and parachute rain, then yes, that's a big problem. But overall, they're not really too bad to deal with, so, yeah, we can just move on. Day 3 was the Lava Guava tutorial, which for some reason I decided to do this level with only Red Stinger, which is very much possible even if it's not related to the challenge, because this level gives you a stupid amount of plant food once you make it past the 7th flag. Like, bro, what? Day 4 introduces Excavator Zombie, who with his shovel will move around plants once he will shovel them up once he makes contact with them. Just like something like Tomb Raider from ancient Egypt, this guy really does nothing at all, because, well, his shovel would make it so that straight shot attacks can't actually do anything against him. And, I wonder what Cabbage-Pult is, actually. Day 5 is the tutorial level for AKEE, and Day 6 introduces a problem with this world, mainly being zombie spam. Since we have gold tiles, the game basically expects you to be planting quite a lot of plants because you have an absurd amount of sun. So yeah, they're gonna send a lot more zombies very quickly. And Day 7 of this world introduces us to So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys were all expecting this moment from the time that I had been in Frostbite Caves. So yeah, time to answer the question, what is up with Parasol Zombie? So if you remember, back in Day 4 we encountered Excavator, which, remember when I said that he blocks straight attacks? Well, Parasol Zombie does the same, but lobbed. And yeah, Cabbage-Pult is a lobber, and because of that, there is physically nothing we can actually do against her. Try to use plant food, well, she'll just block that. Try to just straight up attack her by planting Cabbage-Pult directly in front of her, that won't work either. So yeah, nothing is gonna work against her because of abilities. So yeah, the only main thing we can do is stall, like a lot. But even that's not enough sometimes, especially in the second half of this world. So yeah, it's all gonna come down to two things, luck and just a stupid amount of stalling with the gold tiles for sun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy her being here. Day 9 is the Endurian tutorial, and Day 10, we mainly use the strategy that I mentioned in Day 7, which is where we stall. So yeah, once again, this strategy is gonna be very scuffed later on, but yeah, we have to do what works because, well, yeah, she's gonna be a problem. Day 11 introduces bug zombies, who are basically just Dodo Rider from Frostbite Caves, but sometimes less annoying and sometimes not. So yeah, because, well, you know, since they sometimes carry cone heads and bucket heads. Day 12 is the perfect example of how stalling sometimes don't work in this world if we wanna try to fight against Parasol Zombie. Yeah, the main thing here is that they're gargantuars here because, well, yeah, around these worlds they start the trend of showing gargantuars before day 16. So yeah, good luck trying to deal with that and trying to deal with Parasol Zombie at the same time, who basically just requires a lot more effort to take out because, yeah, we can't do anything against her for using Cabbage-Pult only. Day 13 is a random level that I have no idea why it exists. And day 15, we have to protect these endangered AKEEs. Surprisingly, this level was actually more simpler than what I thought it was, but that's only because the cone had spawned in the lane where a Parasol had taken down our lawnmower before the final wave had started. So yeah, once again, luck is on our side, but that won't be the same for the other levels. Day 16 is day 16, and day 17 introduces Importer Zombie. And congratulations, Lost City! You just introduced the second biggest threat in this world, that being crowd control. Basically, Importer, what he'll do is that he'll just act as a basic imp for a while with just a freaking backpack, and once he dies, it'll act as like a grid item, which everyone does care about because Cabbage-Pult definitely cannot attack over him. But if he encounters a gold tile, he'll basically just die, but his tent will be spawned, which will summon a lot of zombies randomly. So yeah, that's very cool because Cabbage-Pult is definitely very good at dealing with crowd control. Yay! Day 18 is the Stalia tutorial. Okay, but like, what am I supposed to do about this? Day 21 is a level dedicated to Toadstool. Toadstool. And day 22 is a level dedicated to the Trapped House, a gimmick that honestly I wish was used more because you only really get to see it here and day 29 and also in the boss fight. So yeah, there was quite a lot of missed potential with this gimmick, honestly. And day 23 introduces a new zombie being Relic Hunter, which is not gonna be a problem at all because they definitely don't have twice as much health as the Swashbuckler from PvZ2. But yeah, anyway, aside from that, yeah, about the health thing, yeah, they're also slower, so I guess that's something. But either way, yeah, these guys can become a problem really fast if not taken care of quickly. So yeah, something else to take care of extremely quickly. Yay! From the second day 24 starts, it's already impossible. Very awesome. And day 25 starts the trend of there not being that many gold tiles on the level. Why is that? Well, because at this point of Lost City, you would be unlocking gold leaf, so the game would expect you to just be planting a lot of gold tiles. So yeah, this is definitely not a very bad problem because we're totally not reliant on gold tiles for to survive. Day 27 introduces Turquoise Skull Zombie, who honestly, aside from the fact that he can shoot a one-shot laser with his skull, he's not really too interesting. And day 30, our final level, is impossible because the mold colonies take up way too much space, and there's also a lot of zombie spam. And just like that, we have beaten all of Lost City. So yeah, this was honestly a pretty challenging world thanks to Parasol Zombie and all of the zombie spam. But yeah, other than that, this world was honestly one of the more fun worlds to play on because of the whole gold house mechanic. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video in like 4 months. So yeah, peace out.